Previously, GM, one of the largest automakers in the US, had to close most of its assembly plants in states such as Kansas, Michigan, Indiana, and so on. Now, GM continues to face a bigger crisis in Texas, even causing CEO Marry Bara to say the state of Texas can put GM in danger. So, why is GM struggling in Texas? Stay tuned to find out. But before we begin, please show your support by subscribing to the channel and ringing the bell so you won't miss any of our interesting videos in the future. Now let's get started with today's episode. As per several sources, some GM pickup trucks have failed to meet vehicle emissions standards. Hence, they can't be sold to customers for vehicle registration renewal in the state of Texas. Currently, the state of Texas applies the US Vehicle Emission Standards to any car manufacturer. United States vehicle emission standards are set through a combination of legislative mandates enacted by Congress through the Clean Air Act amendments from 1970 onwards, and executive regulations managed nationally by the Environmental Protection Agency. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, the following vehicles must receive an annual emissions test, including any gasoline-powered vehicle, any vehicle between 2 and 24 years old, and any vehicle registered in the following counties: Brazoria, Collin, Dallas, Denton, El Paso, Ellis, Fort Bend, Galveston, Harris, Johnson, Kaufman, and so on. If the cars fail the emissions test, the automakers will need to repair their cars and undergo another inspection afterward. The state of Texas will not approve car registration if they fail either test. Furthermore, recently, the Biden administration has announced more drastic federal actions that will reduce emissions from dirty diesel vehicles. Because heavy-duty vehicles like buses and trucks make up nearly 1/4 of all US transportation greenhouse gas emissions, and heavy-duty vehicles are the largest contributor of nitrogen oxides, which is air pollution that is known to cause asthma, heart and lung disease, and other serious respiratory issues. The Environmental Protection Agency is issuing a new proposed rule that would, if finalized, dramatically reduce harmful nitrogen oxides emissions from heavy-duty vehicles and set stronger greenhouse gas emissions standards for certain heavy-duty vehicle categories. This proposed rule would reduce nitrogen oxide emissions from new trucks by up to 90% by 2031 compared to today's standards. That means trucks and pickups are at risk of being banned from sale in the States in the future. Recently, GM is even ramping up production of pickup trucks, such as the 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 regular cab, 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 crew cab, 2022 GMC Canyon extended cab, and 2022 GMC Sierra 2500 HD double cab. According to an anonymous source, if the new emission reduction proposal of the EPA is approved, it's likely that GM's pickup and heavy-duty trucks will be rejected by the state of Texas. So this company can lose hundreds of millions of dollars. GM also said it was surprised by the drastic moves by the US government to phase out gasoline-powered trucks and pickups gradually. Previously, the company poured billions of dollars into boosting the production of gasoline-powered pickups to serve the state of Texas, the 9th largest economy in the world. Not only that, currently, like other automakers, GM is prohibited from selling vehicles directly in Texas because of dealer franchise laws. If GM sells cars directly in the state of Texas, those GM cars are considered illegal, so they have to sell cars through dealerships. However, there were conflicts between GM and dealerships. In a recent letter to its dealerships in Texas, GM has warned against markups above the manufacturer's suggested retail price, or MSRPs, and reservation amounts, threatening to redirect vehicles away from offenders. Executive Vice President and President of GM North America said, "A small number of dealers have engaged in practices that do not support a positive sales experience for our customers. This puts our collective interests at risk and generates negative press that reflects poorly on GM's brands and your dealerships." Carlisle then reminds its dealerships that they are ethically and lawfully obligated to sell GM products. This is followed by calling out some of the dealerships using brokers who are promoting new GM vehicle allocation, which is a direct breach of contract. Furthermore, GM also furthers its electrification transition to remain competitive in a shifting automotive landscape. Nonetheless, GM has not yet been able to deliver the GMC Hummer EV to the state of Texas. Now, according to insiders, GM admits it has no intention of producing the GMC Hummer EV this year. The launch of GM's GMC Hummer EV was supposed to occur in 2022. However, it was delayed due to battery and chip supply chain issues like many other companies have had. In the end, GM didn't have a true electric pickup. There was no electric pickup truck on a stage, no execs talking, nothing. Instead, GM played what appeared to be a 6-minute CGI video of the Hummer EV tackling tough terrain. The video ended, and we still waited for the real GMC Hummer EV to appear. Actually, GM doesn't have a working Hummer electric pickup truck yet. It has a display model and a battery platform. But as far as a production intent vehicle is concerned, it doesn't exist. Yet. Meanwhile, GM's chief engineer, Al Oppenheiser, admitted, "Interestingly enough, we don't have a vehicle yet. We're building our first test vehicle as we speak. The vehicle you see in the video is our display vehicle." On the other hand, GM CEO claimed GMC Hummer EV will beat Tesla's Cybertruck in the state of Texas. However, Tesla's Cybertruck won't be arriving until 2023. Meanwhile, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk said after a recent sighting of the upcoming Cybertruck that he believes it will be the company's best product ever. The Cybertruck was spotted at the Moss Landing Battery Systems commissioning event in California earlier in June, sporting its 30X cold-rolled stainless steel exoskeleton and its somewhat challenging wiper blade, which has been in development for some time, along with other portions of the vehicle which have been modified since the vehicle's unveiling in late 2019. The images and videos released showed the Cybertruck at the event, and new interior images showed slight modifications to the cabin design. Along with a new dashboard design and instrument cluster, the accelerator and brake pedals were also newly designed, and it appeared to be running a version of the new Model X software. In the test mode, the cars are fully compliant with all federal emissions levels. But when driving normally, the computer switches to a separate mode, significantly changing the fuel pressure, injection timing, and exhaust gas recirculation. This meant that Volkswagen, Audi, and Porsche dealers cannot sell any new types of diesel at this time. They also cannot sell the most used and certified pre-owned diesel. And that's it for today's episode. We sincerely thank you for watching and for all of your support of our channel, Tesla Car World. As always, if you enjoyed our video, please leave a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell to stay up to date on exciting developments in the world of EVs. And be sure to leave a comment down below to tell us what you thought about today's content. Once again, we thank you so much. From all of us here, we hope to see you again next time. Until then, take care and be safe.